Welcome back to On The Move. Thank you for subscribing to our channels, all current subscribers, and also we welcome all new viewers to this channel. Thank you for tuning in once again. In today's video, we are looking at how to register a land at the Lands Department here in Ghana. The process that you have to go through. I have put it together 7 steps to how to register correctly a land or a plot of land or acres of land here in Ghana. This is to help all diasporas and also all locals to know how best to go about acquiring land. Even people here living in Ghana, it's not everyone who knows how to actually, the process to pass through to register land correctly here in Ghana, to actually avoid litigations and land issues. Okay, so now we are coming to the 3rd step of registration or registering your land in Ghana. So now we are coming to document endorsement. How is it done? So this is actually the 3rd step. After you've made your search, you can go ahead to negotiate and purchase your land. You're now going to get 3 copies of documents from your landlord or your agent prepared. It must be 3 copies. These copies are going to be taken to the court. Your agent can do it for you, and most likely even it's in the fees of the agents, even it's part of their work, so you don't have to bother. You have to later on bother with the Lands Department. So your documents, your 3 copies, copied documents, original documents are now going to be taken to court, and it's going to be endorsed and stamped, original stamps. Accurate dates, not dated back forward, the right date. Okay, so what will happen right here is this kind of copies are going to the court for the endorsement that I told you and the date. At the front part of the document, you would see that it says deed of lease, dated, day of, and then the year. Then between, so these are the parties that needs to come in front of your document. So between then comes the landlord or the landlord, because even if you have an agent, still the landlord is the one who is going to issue these copies. Or even if the agent is working these copies, the landlord has to, his details has to be in front of the 3 documents, not from any agent, from the landlord. Okay, so between, then the name of the landlord, maybe there is some family heads and everything will come on there, and he is the leaser, leaser. Okay, because in Ghana we only have leased land, we don't have any freeholds. I'm going to make an extra video of that to explain to you. So if you are interested to know more about the leasehold opportunities in Ghana or leasehold requirements in Ghana, you can comment at the comment section. The more comments I will see that I should do that video, I will do that. Okay, so then end, after between the landlord and then end, then your name will come underneath, and then there will be a stamp. Okay, so now coming to the 2nd page, deed of lease. Deed of lease, the deed of lease. So the deed of lease will list everything down with the landlord, with you, and the requirements, or what is it, 99 years or is it 50 years? I'm going to do a video on that, because for foreigners it's different lease, and for locals or Ghana citizens there are different leaseholds. So this is what comes in the 2nd page, and then it goes on in the 3rd page till the 4th page. Then we have the site plan. The site plan of your property or your land or your acres of land, yeah, with all the required stamps and then demarcation of the plot, and then the approvals. This will come all later, because when you get, because the court stamps is on it, and then lands department later will be also stamping it, so behind your what do you call it, behind your, because right now this is a document, maybe I should say it like that, this is a document which has gone through the court but not yet the lands department. Yes, there are some documents which are also gone through the lands department. I will show you later. So okay, so now we have in here the site plan on the 5th page or something like that, depending on how much information the leasehold is given. So as you can see on the site plan, everything is demarcated, and then the surveyor has done his own work here. And behind the site plan, you are supposed to sign, and the leaser is supposed to sign, which is the landlord. It's very necessary before you take it to the lands commission. Yeah, on the 5th page, you will come to it later. Yeah, because it entails some of the steps of registration. Okay, so now this is how you are going to go about things for now. I'm hoping that you are really enjoying my explanation. It's not easy, but I'm trying to bring you accurate information so that you wouldn't really go through hell. So now coming to the 4th point of how to register a land here in Ghana, we are now looking at witnesses. We are now coming to look at witnesses. Okay, so we will come back to our document. This document is supposed to be 3 times. Remember, I told you 3 times. So everything which is in one document is supposed to be actually done in all the 3 or the other 2 copies. Yeah. So as I was saying in the 2nd point, that I am reserving this place for the 3rd point, it's about witnesses. How do they, or how is it witnessed? How is a land document witnessed? So you have to bring 1 witness, and your landlord has to bring 1 witness, or the agent has to bring 1 witness if the landlord allows the agent to do so. Okay, so now the witness has to bring the full name, and then the address, and then a proper and authentic signature. If you want to go extra miles, you can even ask the witness of some identity, because we do it in Europe all the time, and I'm sure in America too. If you go somewhere, you have to show your ID card in the banks or something, so that they will see that the signature matches what you just signed. So you can do it here too. Yeah, don't feel like, oh, you are doing too much. You have to do too much so that you will be sure of who you are dealing with. Those witnesses, your witness maybe you know, but the other witness you don't know anything about that witness. And these are all good for one day. If problems crops up, you'll be able to sort yourself out. So it's very important. So the witness has to put, the witness from the landlords, they put their full name, and then they put their address, and then signature, and your witness has to do the same, and then your the landlord has to also sign, and then you have to also sign your signature. Yeah, so this is how it's done. Sometimes you can also you yourself can bring 2 witnesses, but 1 witness is actually what I know, how I know it. But sometimes they also bring 2 witnesses. According to this document, there is always a 2nd witness space there for a second witness, so everyone is having 2 witnesses, but actually what I know is 1 witness can also do the work. Yeah. So okay, so now we are coming to the 5th step, which is actually lands department. After your registration has gone through, the Ghana Evaluation Board is now going to step in and then stamp those documents for you. Now we are coming to the 6th step of registering a land in Ghana. After you have gone through the Land Valuation Board and you've got all your stamps, approvals, now the Internal Revenue IRS is now going to take you through or release a tax clearing to your documents. Yes, that's the way I would say it. And then we'll give you a clearing certificate. So you are going to go through a tax clearing from the IRS, and you are going to be certified with a clearing tax certificate. After you've been certified with a tax clearing certificate, you now proceed with the lands department, and you are now going to get what you call deed of registry, and that's actually coming to the end of your registration. Yes, and you are supposed in the step 7, and to close this whole registration up, you are going to get an original copy from the lands department for your registration. Now, after you've passed through the inline revenue, which is the IRS, and you have already you have been already tax cleared, and you have received your tax clearing certificate, it's now going to be proceeded to the lands department deeds of registry, where your document is going through the final steps of registry, and then you are going to be issued with an original deed of registry registration. The whole process of registering a land, a plot of land, acres of land in Ghana varies. Some can take you minimum 2 months, and some can take you up to 2 years, but we hope for maximum 6 months. So it all depends on how authentic your documents are and how fast it can then go for your registry. I'm hoping that you are enjoying this video. It's a lot of information bombarding you, but it's the correct information for you to not go through hell here in Ghana. So it's not everyone who is going to take you through the registration. Some landlords will just take you till the court level and then give you the documents, signed document from the court, and you have to go and register yourself. Also, likewise, the agents. There is some agents who will go with you all through the whole process, but normally our job will end after the court, and then we will give you your document, signed and stamped document from the court, for you to go to the lands department and proceed from there. We can also sometimes link you to government personnel within the lands department who can then help you further to make it easier for you. Thank you once again for watching On The Move. It was a lot of information, but it was vital for your purchases here in Ghana, land purchases here in Ghana. And if you have any other questions, you can always contact me by my email address, onthemove2@gmail.com, onthemove2@gmail.com, or you can also WhatsApp me on the number that you can see on the screen. You can send me a WhatsApp if you have any questions. We are here to help you through all this process, even though we are not going to have the time to take you through the whole process till the end. We are going to connect you for it to be smooth for you. Thank you once again for watching On The Move. To all current subscribers, thank you for your support. And also everyone who tuned in new, thank you for your views and support. Thank you once again.